Manyala, the fastest man in Africa, and you're watching Side Chat with Nasho. Please subscribe and keep following.
Well, hello there. It's been a minute since we reconnected on the channel, but here I am. A lot of things have been going on my end. I just thought it wise to come back and tell you guys thank you so much for continuing being on the channel. Remember, we talk about Matter Sports every single day. Today I'm just here to talk about a couple of things very quickly. Some of the things that I feel that were important to me this past week, and one of the most important of them is the Mashemeji Derby, which was taking place today. Make sure you continue following the channel, because later on this week I'm going to be posting a highlight of how the game went between Gor Mahia and AFC Leopards. Away from that, I just felt it important to talk about the Kenya Premier League match fixtures that are going to be coming on later on this week, and the following games are going to be played. Make sure you follow the Kenya Premier League and watch some of the games that are going to be played. I know the comments that I usually get from time to time is that I talk about the English Premier League so much. That doesn't mean that I still don't love Kenya Premier League. I still love the Kenya Premier League, and the following are just some of the games that are going to be played on later on this week. In the match fixtures this weekend that you have to watch out for, we have Mathare United versus Kenya Police. The game is going to be played on Wednesday. Wazito FC versus Talanta FC. The game is going to be played on Wednesday as well. Then Ingwe Matere AFC Leopards is going to be playing against Vihiga Bullets on Wednesday. KCB is going to be playing against Mathare United on Saturday. Kakamega Homeboys is going to be playing against Posta Rangers on Saturday. And Wazito versus AFC is also versus Sofapaka, I beg your pardon, is another game that is going to be played on this week. Still sticking to matters Kenya Premier League, and the reigning football champions, Kenya Premier League champions, that is the Tusker FC Football Club, this past week announced the player of the month for January, that is Eric Ngava, who's an alumni of the Tusker FC Academy. In total, Eric Ngava has been able to provide 2 key assists in the Tusker FC camp in the Kenya Premier League. I know there's been a lot of things that have been happening in the Kenya Premier League. I don't want to get into that story right now. I feel like that's a conversation that you're going to be talking about later on. But that is just one of the key things that took place this past week. Eric Ngava, congratulations for being recognized as the Tusker FC Player of the Month. And switching matters a little bit into English Premier League, I'm not going to be talking about that too much, because there's going to be time to talk about the English Premier League. Mainly matters Arsenal. You guys are not going to rest the whole of this season. Not if, it's not a matter of if, when Arsenal wins the English Premier League. You can take that to the bank. I still believe Arsenal is going to win the English Premier League. But today I'm not going to be talking about the English Premier League. We are top of the table. Just had to sneak in that one there. But the FA Cup games that were played this past week, that is Arsenal versus Manchester City. Unfortunately, we lost that game, and there was a lot of bashing that was coming for Sambi Lokonga not having played the way people expected. But I think as an Arsenal fan, I don't think the FA Cup was really something that we are going for. I think this season, our manager, that is Mikel Arteta, is so much focused on winning the English Premier League, and I think that is where the much of the focus is for us as Arsenal. Now, Bristol City versus West Brom, that game ended 3-0 in favor of Bristol City. Preston versus Tottenham Hotspurs, the game ended 3-0 in favor of Tottenham Hotspurs. And then Manchester United versus Reading, 3-1. The thing that is annoying, of course I have to talk about Manchester United, is Manchester United was celebrating the winning against Reading. I'm not saying that Reading is not a good team, but hey, I think you guys need to celebrate much more on bigger games. Say, for example, Arsenal games, Manchester City. Reading, what is Reading? I mean, no offense to Reading fans, but considering Manchester United as a team, I feel like they shouldn't have over-celebrated beating Reading, because let's face it, they're not playing in the English Premier League. And just to give you a hint of one of the topics that is gaining a lot of traction in the English Premier League at the moment is Moses Caicedo. Moses Caicedo has been tipped off to joining Arsenal, but it's still a conversation that is going on. Arsenal, as I was recording this, doing my research just before I came to record this, the word that was going out there is that Arsenal have resubmitted an offer to get Caicedo to come to the Emirates. But also one of the people who've been looking at getting Moses Caicedo is Chelsea. Chelsea has been a team that has been buying people left, right and center, which is a good thing. I mean, I think they need that to properly rebuild that team, because let's face it, Chelsea is not doing so well in the English Premier League. So those are just some of the things that I wanted to talk about, and in case there are things that you want me to talk about more on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe and share. Leave a comment down below. Let me know, is there a topic that you want me to talk about? Do you still think that Manchester United over-celebrated beating Reading as I think? I think they over-celebrated beating Reading this past week. So make sure you drop a like down below, subscribe, and let me know what topic you'll want me to talk about on the channel. Just to give you a tip of some of the things that are going to be coming on later on this week, we have the magical Kenya Ladies Open, which is going to be taking place. Make sure you continue following the channel, because I'm going to be dropping a few highlights from the magical Kenya Ladies Open that took place last year. And we're going to be having some exclusive interviews on Side Chat with Nation. I hope to see you on the next one. Like, share, subscribe, leave your comment down below. See you on the next one.